Hello, everybody. We are back today with a new I can statement. I can find elapsed time when given a start time and an end time. And what I'd like for you to do right now is if you don't have a piece of paper in front of you and a pencil, go ahead and pause the video and grab that because I think it would be super helpful to take some notes on our steps for the day. So go ahead and do that. Now that we're ready with our paper and our pencil, I'm going to move on to our word problem. So today, our word problem is with Lucas, and he was playing outside when he got home from school. He went outside at 2:25, and he came in at 2:58. How long was Lucas playing outside? So remember, we always want to start by really thinking about what the words are telling us. So first, we're thinking, what is the story telling me? And so what we can see here is that Lucas went outside and he went outside at 2:25 and he came back inside at 2:58. And so with these types of problems, you'll notice that you'll be given the start time and the end time. So that's a clue that the question is asking you, how long was Lucas playing outside? The question is asking you how much time has passed or what is the elapsed time. So now that we've identified what the story is telling me and what the question is asking me, we can go ahead and draw our open number line. So our first step is going to be to create an open number line and place the start time on the left. So remember, our start time was given to us in the problem. And we want that to also be the start of our number line. And so remember, when we're hopping on a number line, we need to hop by easy numbers like 10 and 5 because those are the numbers that we count by when we're looking at a clock. And so step 2 is going to be to hop by 10s or 5s, whatever you're more comfortable with, until you get close to the end time without going past it. So that's a key thing you also need to remember. Every time you make a hop on the number line, you need to write the new time underneath that hop. So as you can see here, I've already hopped by our easy numbers. And so every time I created that hop, I added that new time underneath so I could double check with my end time. Every time I write a new time underneath a hop, I could check with my end time and make sure, have I gone past it? No, okay, so I can make another hop. And I knew when I made that last hop of 10, 2:55, if I hopped another 10, that would go into a new hour. And that would be past what our end time was. So now that we've hopped by our easy numbers, we're going to move on to step 3, which means that we're going to hop by ones until we've reached our end time. So I know in our previous lesson, I said that we could hop by 2s or 1s. And in this case, it just makes more sense and we're less likely, to make a mistake if we just hop by those ones. So you can see here, every time I made a hop, I put my new time underneath. And again, make sure to reference the question and make sure that you're not going to go over the end time because then our answer wouldn't be correct. So now we can move on to our final step, which was add up all the minutes you hopped to get your answer. So remember, the question is asking us, how long was Lucas playing outside? So our answer needs to be the number of minutes, not the time, because both the times were given to us. So what we're going to do is what I like to do is to chunk the easy numbers together. So when I add all these up, I get 30. When I add all my ones up, I get 3. And when I add 30 and 3, I get 33, which would be our answer of how long Lucas was playing outside. He was outside for 33 minutes. Okay? So 4 pretty easy steps, really very similar to the other 2 types of time problems that we've been working with. So now I'd like you to try one on your own here. So Ashana was building with her Legos. She started her tower at 7:04 p.m. and completed it at 7:42. How long did it take Ashana to build her tower? So go ahead and pause the video. Take your time. Start off with your number line. Step 1, go through each step until you end at step 4, and then when you're finished, unpause, and I will reveal our answer for this problem. And so now you guys have had some time to complete it. So hopefully your number line looks something like this. I chose to hop 3 times by 10 and then 1 time by 5, because remember we can count by 10s and 5s on the clock. And that got me really close to the end time of 7:42. And then I knew from there I needed to just hop by 1s until I got to my time. And then again, I chunked my easy numbers together. So when I add 30 and 8, I get 38. So it took Ashana 38 minutes to build her tower. So hopefully this video was helpful for you. You guys can head back over to Canvas, download the worksheet for the day, and get to work.